Alrighty, let's get into this another episode of Unscripted Reviews. Today we're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So, I saw the first one when it came out about 2 years ago. Really enjoyed it. As everyone talked about, it's like the perfect adaptation you could possibly get from the games into a movie format. Maybe some of the story wasn't all that engaging, but, it's a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Like, we're kind of here for the animatronics and how they look and how they function. Just having a good old time with it, And it's also Scott Cawthon, the guy that made the games and, everything. Like, he's part of the writing. Like, he's the writer for the movie. So, it's already a very impressive, thing to have, like, the creator actually be the writer for your Hollywood movies. So yeah, I went to go see it tonight, and it's getting a lot of flack right now for apparently because I guess there's a lot of people saying that this one's worse than the first one, and I guess from a writing standpoint, you could say that it's a little more messy than the first one. But if I'm being very honest, I think both are about the same amount of quality. Like, if you like the first one, you're gonna enjoy this one, and that's me. I like both of them because I think this one was a very fun watch. I definitely will say that, yeah, there are some writing problems about it, but that's kind of the thing that I feel about these movies is that I don't expect any good writing because the characters that are on screen, there's not a lot you can do with them. You're kind of writing yourself into the dirt when you're trying to write these characters because there's nothing to them. You can't write engaging plot lines with these characters, unfortunately. Just how it is, And, with Scott, it's there are some people that are just very good at storytelling, right? They understand stories and, what ideas to make, but screenplays are very hard to get right. And I just think he's a really good storyteller. Not the best screenplay writer, but, that's not, you can't be everything, But still nice to see that he has, writing credit on this. I will say, I do hope, in the later coming movies, that maybe they give, one extra writer on there to maybe, iron out some of the kinks. Because I think, what was it, the Emma, the person that directs the movie, she co-wrote the first one with him. But in this one, she didn't. So you can kind of tell, so I'm kind of hoping they kind of reel it in for the third movie. But yeah, no, it's these movies are made for fans. It's not made to, grab the attention of anyone new. If you don't enjoy the franchise or anything about that, you're not gonna get anything from this stuff. About the only thing I can say that is impressive on just a movie, by itself, the animatronics are all real life animatronics. All the practical effects are so well done. And I really do feel like if they had really skimped out on these animatronics and made them CGI'd or cut a lot of corners, I really do not feel like these movies would be as memorable or as enjoyable as they are. Because when I look at those animatronics and how good they look picture perfect. It is 2 for 1 like the video games. There's not a single thing changed about them. It is so satisfying to see that. They are just a beauty to look at. They're just a marvel to look at. Again, it's probably its biggest identity apart from just it being, Freddy Fazbear. Just the practical effects are top notch. So yeah, the movie does a lot of great scenes. Has, again, a classic, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 part in the movie we were playing the game, and that was so much fun. I think it is just so much fun to watch those in movie format, and you get a little giddy when you see the things you played on the game, and you see that being played out in the movie. We follow, Mike and Vanessa again, Abby, and again, there's just a lot of plot lines going along, and it's just, not all of them are very engaging. Again, it just kind of feels like we're just kind of, going through the motions of, gotta get from point A. Oh, my phone's falling, I think. There we go. From point A to point B, And again, it's a little bit boring in the beginning. A lot of character motivations don't always make sense, but it's very passable, you know? There is no, like, are you fucking stupid kind of moment. Even with, like, some of the teenagers dying and, like, you know, the little camera crew or whatever. Like, cause, you know, you gotta have your group of people that are just killed off because, you know, you can't have this kind of movie without having that. But yeah, it's like you can't really judge this or rate this movie on like how it actually is. Like if you were to look at it just like a straight on movie, yeah, it's not written very well. A lot of things don't make any sense. It's very convoluted. You know, not really the best acting in some areas. But all in all, it's just that doesn't matter. We're watching a Five Nights at Freddy's movies, and I just want to watch animatronics. And even again, I like, you know, Mike as a character. I like Abby. Like they're likable enough where I'm not annoyed by them on screen. You know, there are no annoying people on screen. And that's what I think I like about these movies too. Like there really is no one on the screen where I'm like, oh my god, can we just like go past? Like no, there's no main character like that. So they're very harmless movies that are just fun for, you know, people that love the material. And I was very satisfied by it watching, you know, like the sound design, everything is top notch. Again, very, very passionate filmmaking and very passionate, you know, it's Scott Cawthon's baby, you know? This is like his golden goose. Like, yeah, he's gonna care about this stuff, you know? But yeah, there's not a lot of talk about it, you know, because there's something like new it does, a lot of Easter eggs, you know, like a lot of meme stuff too. Like it just, again, it's a love letter to fans, and I'm just really happy that, you know, we've gotten to a point where we can have this now on the big screen. Like again, it's kind of insane that we have a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, like a little franchise at all, you know. They make a lot of money. They got a low budget. They are just in like the perfect place to make money, and I could not be happier, you know. So again, yeah, animatronics though, oh my god, just like they're just so good. Like that's the main thing I think about when I think of these movies. Are just like that. Just god, those fucking costumes are just like they're fucking good. They're amazing. But yeah, that's about it. Great movie. I am so excited for the third movie. It's not even a spoiler, but not saying where it's in the movie, but Springtrap. I am ready. I am so fucking ready for the third movie. That is gonna be so exciting. Yeah, I'm very excited. But yeah, that's about it. Yes. Goodbye.